Hi, it's Rachel G and welcome to another video. Today's subject, dropping a guilt because it's hurting you. Now, guilt is one of those basic emotions such as anger, shame, sadness, love, and each of us are wired to actually experience them. Now, the purpose of guilt is to let us know that we have done something that we believe is wrong, or it is violating a personal value. Now, we can feel guilt when we damage or harm ourselves, another person, even an object. And when we are reminded also of maybe something that we did in the past that was considered wrong. Now, guilt helps to motivate us to actually take corrective action and bring us back into the alignment with who we truly are. It also helps us to repair any damage that we may have caused to ourselves, another person, or the object. Now, a so-called healthy dose of guilt is when one is able to realistically evaluate their actions and the duration and the intensity of their guilt, and that is proportionate to the situation at hand. And there is a genuine call to make amends rather than this need to want to punish yourself. And it's also being able to distinguish from a bad action and then labeling yourself as a bad person. Now, if you decide that because you have done something that you perceive as a bad behavior and are automatically making it mean that you are a bad person, this really is not healthy. It's unhealthy, and it is totally incorrect and untrue. No one is a bad person. Only the behavior is not good. It's inappropriate, it's harmful, it's inconsiderate, it's damaging, etc. So what are the top 4 causes of inappropriate guilt? Firstly, you try to maybe please everyone and then feel guilty by the fact that you say no. So you then choose to mostly say yes. You see, you can't please everyone. Your first priority is to look after your needs first, so that you can then show up 100% in your life and in the lives of others. Secondly, you feel responsible for other people's feelings and feel guilty if you upset someone. Now, each and every one of us are responsible for how we feel. We cannot make someone feel something that they don't want to feel or that they don't choose to feel. So speak your truth respectfully, and how another person chooses to receive your words is their responsibility. Thirdly, you feel responsible for other people's problems or events or situations which are actually out of your control, but you feel guilty if you are unable to fix it. Again, you can't make everybody happy. You can't fix everything. Take your fair responsibility only and allow others to take the responsibility of their own problems. And fourthly, you try to always do everything perfectly, and when things don't really go as planned or as expected, you feel guilty because, well, you feel that you should have done this or done that. Let go of the word should. Shoulding is harmful. It's mentally hurting you, and it brings with it anxiety. So why not try replacing the I want to or I could instead of the I should? And then you will be able to open yourself to actually be in a place to be choosing what it is that you want. So if you are someone who is always feeling guilty, maybe it's time to do some soul searching and figure out, why are you feeling guilty? But in the meantime, here are my 4 tips to help you move away from of being only stuck in this feeling of guilt. Firstly, why not set aside some dedicated time to feel guilty? Give yourself 5 minutes to let those guilty feelings rise up and come to you and feel them. Secondly, correct your mistakes instead of wasting time feeling guilty. So after you've done the 5 minutes of feeling guilty, find a remedy for the thing that you're feeling guilty about. Do your best to make it right. Sometimes we invest more energy into beating ourselves up for our mistakes than we actually do with making them right. Thirdly, be a friend to yourself. Are you being too hard on yourself? Most likely. Just pretend that it is your friend that is facing the issue. What would you say to him or her? What would you want that person to feel? Would you want them to be internalizing those feelings like you are doing? See your mistakes from this perspective is a great way to help you to be more forgiving of yourself. And lastly, number 4, replace what if with what now. Stop going over and over what has happened, because it solves nothing, and help yourself to look forward by asking, what can I do now? Present moment is all you have. Past is past. Create a positive change to your own life and to those around you. And you can do this by learning from your past. Thanks for listening. Until the next time, take care.